Long day. It's 10:45 at night. It's Saturday, Labor Day weekend. We started our day, I don't know, 7. I started my day at 6. You started your day about 7 this morning, and we're up the property and hello from the tent. A couple cool things this trip. Got word the other day that a friend needed a place to hold up, and so he got message to us, and he took this place as kind of a refuge, did a little work on his boat, and so that was kind of cool. This is exactly what we wanted this place to become, somewhere where people would use it if they needed it, and we're super grateful for that. Heavy boat coming up, huh, Killy? Hauled a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
What'd we haul? Give it to me.
Action packer.
What else?
Me.
Some stove stuff?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, you. What'd we spread out today?
Goose feed.
No, we didn't spread it for the geese. We spread it for any little mice and animals that would want it. If a goose eats it, we're okay with that.
Yep.
Didn't see any animals coming up, though, did we?
Right.
Seen some ducks.
Yeah, I think they were Canada geese, though.
They were not geese. They were just ducks. And we got so excited that the boat didn't have enough water to float in, did it? I had to take my pants off and get out and push the boat.
Yeah, and you stopped.
I did, to get the geese, or to get the
Yeah.
ducks.
Well, no offense, but you stopped like a dummy would.
Well, you have to
No
stop.
offense.
You have to stop when you're shooting.
Okay.
You can't shoot when you're moving.
Well, no offense, though.
Yeah, it's not, no offense taken. We were just following the law.
Yeah, but stuck on a sandbar. No.
No big deal there.
Yeah, but it was very, very hot. Chilly.
Lots of cranberries out, right?
Yes.
What else? Little campfire this evening.
Yep.
Had a nice dinner. Wood stove is going.
Bunch of water.
There is a lot of water all around the tent still, and the river's very high. Probably some of the highest I've ever seen it, for sure.
And somebody took my tap shoes.
Yeah, because we keep tap shoes here.
Just joking.
What's our game plan tomorrow?
Pick berries and...
Check some mushrooms out. I'm going to start setting stuff out for the gable ends, right? What else? Enjoy.
Family time.
That's all I'm talking. So thanks for joining us. As usual, we wish you guys were here, and we'll
see you in the river while boating.
Here I'm taking my chainsaw and cutting out a channel so I can run wires up for switches and electricity up to the ceiling fan that's going in. It took a few runs and we got it eventually. Sometimes in doing these projects you get so fixated on an outcome, you want it done in a timely manner, that you just forget to be safe. That was a great example of a horrible way to do some chainsaw work. Sometimes we forget just how blessed we are having Killian up there and can occupy herself and keep herself busy in the rain. Here she's just picking some berries and enjoying life.
What are you doing?
Picking harvest cranberries for cranberry sauce. Man, they smell good.
Yeah.
She usually makes a batch of tea or something like that. Sometimes it'll go on a piece of cake. Most of the time they just wind up raw in our bellies. Pretty great stuff. The opening's all squared up, we're trued up, the walls are straight. Now it's time to get busy milling up some lumber for the edges. Boy, you sure can tell when that saw needs to be sharpened. Sometimes I'm not as good as I should be about keeping it sharp. Here I'm drilling down from the top and up from the bottom. Hopefully the two holes met up sometime so we can run some wires for the ceiling fan. All this needed to happen before the ridge pole went on so we could keep the wires hid. To me, there's something satisfying about putting a little hand labor into your work after using power tools. I was able to keep it gouged out deep enough so the wires are hid and they wouldn't get sandwiched when I put the support beams in. And of course this menagerie of wires has to go somewhere, so I'm drilling out underneath so I can put a junction box in, tie everything together. And as usual with anything else I do in life, all plans need a little modification. My holes didn't line up, of course, and I had to mod some of this out. Not bad for a guy that's never built a cabin and a homemade drill bit. We got the top part of the door frame milled and put in there, and all the wires hid. The next to go in would be the sides, the uprights, keeping all the logs true. This would be a blessing and a curse later, as I found out. A majority of the weight was transferred down through these logs to the base, which I did not plan for. So we had to go back a later point and put on more substructure to keep that set up. At the end of the day, we snuck off, went down a trail, and picked a whole bunch of orange delicious mushrooms. Cleaned them, set them up next to the fire, cooked them with some pork chops. Man, I gotta tell you, there are few things better in this world than a meal over the fire. We went and helped our neighbors pick their gill net. It was awful generous of them, and they left us with some. We cleaned them up, cooked some up, and then we went to pressure can them so we'd have them for later on this winter. The generosity of our neighbors continues to amaze me. Hello from the tent. It's second day, moose season, September 2nd. We had a really fantastic day, didn't we?
Yep.
How did it start out?
Well, we woke up.
Had good breakfast, right?
Which was Mama's delicious scramble.
Right. Cooked on the wood stove.
Yep.
And then we started our day and we got a few chores taken care of.
Yep.
And then went over and started working on the house,
Yep.
on the cabin,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Picked up some wood for me, didn't you?
Yep.
Picked up some wood and we started milling some logs.
I picked a quart of berries.
Ooh, you did pick a whole, what kind of berries?
Low bush.
Low bush what?
Cranberries.
Picked a quart of low bush cranberries. They're sitting in the cooler right now, ready for some cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
You gotta quit fidgeting. Then we jumped in the boat and hooked up with the neighbors and went and set the nets. How many nets we set?
Chris.
We set 3 nets for the neighbors, or with the neighbors anyways.
Yeah.
And immediately, this minute we set the net out, what'd we catch?
Fish.
A whitefish. That's pretty fantastic.
We got a salmon too.
Yeah. So we set the nets and then come back and everybody visited and hung out. Had a visit with some friends downriver that came up and we hung out and they brought us fish.
Yep.
And
2, 3, 4 pieces.
I think they brought us like 5. I think they brought us like 4 or 5 salmon and a whitefish.
Yep.
Then we jumped back in the boat after that, after they left, and we went down and checked the net one more time and we caught a fish. Yep. Caught it and we started processing them. And in the background right now, the pressure cooker is going outside and We got a case of fish being put up right now. It's a little after 10 o'clock at night. Had an amazing dinner. It was really fantastic. Some pork chops. We had some, hey, you forgot to say what kind of mushrooms we picked.
Orange delicious.
We picked like 1.5 gallons of orange delicious mushrooms. And so we cooked those up for supper tonight with some green beans and pork chops over the fire. I got to tell you, we're all sitting around fat and happy and lazy and full. Life is pretty great, huh?
Yep.
Wood stove is going nice and warm. I think we're probably 85 degrees in here right now.
Yeah.
And it's like 47 degrees outside.
And the lantern is quadrupling this heat.
Little music, and we're going to get some jammies on and hit the sack.
Yep.
So, thanks for being a part of this with us. And as usual,
see you in the river while boating. Mwah, mwah.
Here I'm building the back gable wall, getting the window frame set in, getting ready for the ridge pole. Took a lot of support for it, but I had to be ready in case anybody accidentally showed up to help. We ran the nets again, and sure enough, we had a few more fish in there. It worked out good for everybody. I'm glad we could help the neighbors get ready for winter. You should check this young lady out on Instagram, @BorealWild. So I got the northern side gable end done, and see if we can get in on that. So northern side gable end is done. Now I'm gonna set. I got some supports to set on the south facing side, and I'm gonna try and get those set and braced. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how to brace this for the wind, so I'm just gonna make a bunch of poles and brace everything up. At the end of the day, you just got to kick your feet up, kick back, and relax. Thanks for watching.